Alrighty. Hello. Howdy. Hello, hello. Is that the YouTuber? Maybe, I don't know. There we go. Everything's posted. Alright. What's this? Yeah, that's right. There. That over there? Okay. So, first things first. I actually need to spin this wheel. I know I was a minute late. It's crazy. I was trying to adjust some settings, but it wasn't letting me. Also, what the frick? I'm developing an addiction to gambling? No, definitely not an addiction. Also, wait, my computer's running like this, and oh no. If I turn this, where is it? Where is it? If I turn this on, my computer's gonna spaz out. No, not as much as I. Wait, what? No. Yeah, spazzing out. Because the file of this thing is too big, and the thing I used to make it smaller isn't working. Anyway, did they... Yeah, I have no idea what that is. I have never watched... I mean, I guess I've watched the pilot of Has Been, but outside of that, no, I haven't. NAF World 2... Yeah, I have no idea what that is. I don't have a clue. I have to know? Okay. What do I think of the new reskin? I think it's pretty good. But yeah, I don't, when it comes to Twitter, I don't have like the For You stuff up. I always use, I only look at followers, the accounts I'm following, so. Well, yeah, I know, Think Run, I know. So yeah, I have no idea that everybody's talking about NAF World 2. Hey, look at Dakuda. Okay, buddy. I didn't put a comma, so now it's like the crap man itself. I get it. I see. I get it. All right, what's up, noob? Oh wait, I need to close the Discord. There we go. That could help. Calm down what's happening with my computer. Doesn't look like it. Can't get the Cosmic Mutagon? Why can't you? I mean, oh, you mean like you can't hunt it or something? Like it's not guaranteed? Take it I'm not a fan of Burger King Protogon. Not enough for me to put on a boost. A separate boost. Hey, look, Isaac won the giveaway. That means you too can win the giveaway. Now, if you want to know someone who actually will never win the giveaway, it's me. Because I'm not allowed to. What's up, Rogue? What did you do? You won the Cosmic Mutagon. Looks like the verified people, the verified like content creators aren't allowed. Because of what happened with Armenti and the Rainbow Twilight. Can't play any other game.
No, Loomian Legacy is the only game I know and play. Any form of entertainment is Loomian Legacy. I eat, sleep, and breathe Loomian Legacy. Loomian Legacy is my life, my blood, my everything.
Would Red 9 come out after the event? I personally doubt it. I personally doubt that they're gonna release the update right after the event. Yeah. I'll get right on that, Isaac. Voice the other officer in TOT. You're so right. Maybe I'll get into voice acting and then have the entire Twitter community yell at me when I get a role in something. Because, like, Overwatch is apparently releasing a new hero, and said hero is voiced by Lily Pichu, and everybody's whining and complaining that a real voice actor should have gotten it. When last time I checked, she was a voice actor. Didn't Speeder get a Cosmic Mutagon? No, he stole Bluefire Mochi's Cosmic Mutagon for a video and gave it back. Probably because it's an indie show. Right. We're talking about the game over, game overs or whatever. Apparently, she's had a ton of roles, like through anime, games, and whatnot. She's apparently had like a lot of roles. What happened to Genshin Impact? I don't know. It's quite competitive, yes. Nice, think run, nice. I'm gonna get an Alpha Sapphire jump pod today. That's what I'm gonna do. Your GSA Terraclaw journey. You're so right, Joey. Where's our admin abuse for Loomian Legacy? Where's just random things spawning in our inventory and just having random boosts turned on? Well, it doesn't really matter, Armindo, just because whenever Route 9 comes, we're getting mints. But, like, the main account is robust, and the alt account is smart. So I guess technically one of them should be nimble for the Protogon, but I don't care, because again, mint. If I get the Gamma Protogon instead, I will actually explode. Because that's like 4 times rarer than what I'm going for right now. Waltz Garbantus, that thing got a brawler move. It got actual body press. Not the bug type body press, but like the actual body press. I assume so, dude, because they mentioned that things totem compatible will be able to have that stuff. You're right, Armindo. I'm just gonna get robust secret ability so that I then replicate the trash armor, so I get a defense boost. Probably gonna get that. Oh boy. It'd be nice to finally hunt without a dead Dusket in the front. I mean, generally you'd want to like hunt for the right personality for at least roamers, just to save out on the effort of getting stuff. Actually, you know what? Maybe this will help my PC calm down. What if I just graphics all the way down? What if I did that? Let's see, does that do anything? No, not a darn thing. Back up they go. At least on the main they'll go up. Just, as far as we know, Armindo, just mints. Ability capsules are on the table for some time. I don't know when or where, but ability patches are still they're still a big oof. Yeah. Camel Jolt Tooth looks so cool under fog. Whenever mint and ability gets added, PvP prep would be easier. Yeah, that's for sure. Then what? We need to make secret abilities easier to get via rallying. Like that would be a big one. Alright, wow, I'm tired. That's okay. But, dude. Did I do my hike yet? No. It seems like it's not this week. Talk about black and blue again? True. Well, I'm hunting in these areas because, well, I have like gammas unlocked on my main, obviously, so I'm gonna try and get the Operaptor while doing this hunt. Why not? And since my ult neither has the mastery done or a mount to quickly get into the junkyard, he just goes to route 4 or 8 so that he can dodge all the ability pop-ups. Backstreet Boys album called Black and Blue. Well. I'm just trying to figure out why my little file converter isn't converting these little GIFs into smaller files so that they don't make my computer scream as much. Would I like that album since it's my favorite color? Not sure that's quite how that works. Your ult account has 360 boost. Sheesh. My ult had 30. I mean, they should do something with it. I don't know the specifics of what they should do, but they should definitely do something with that. Place and separate for sure. True, SA, true. I still got to think of what I can do to give back to the community because y'all decided to jump in and help me with my list of desires in this game. $600 to $200. Not the ability pop-up. Oh, another Operaptor. Is it also terrifying? It is not. Oh, I'm at 17 pities, so we should be getting something here soon. Will it be good? Probably not. Assuredly not. Go from 870 to 250 this event? Wow. Y'all have been hunting a lot, or you've been hunting a lot harder than me. I just can't hunt for that long. Just watching the weeklies. I mean, I'll definitely try to host either 1 or 2 at least when Route 9 drops. And then if interest sticks, then I will do more. Just winning a lot in the tournaments. Do you know? The yearlies now. Oh no. Yeah, I saw. He said we were brothers because we found our stuff at the same time, and then he goes and does this. Trade me. So when I found, or right before I found my Geklo, he found the Sapphire Gumpon. And then earlier today, he found the Sapphire Geklo. I mean, yeah, his girlfriend was hunting on his account, yada yada. The real flex is the girlfriend. So true. Gideon 2. Gideon 1. I'm ready for my burrows. I'm ready for my Baroche. Oh, it's a Gamma Chomp pack. Dead game, dead YouTubers, true and real. I agree. What's up, Solus? Could have been the Gamma Singa. I kind of forgot. I'm a level with you. I definitely forgot. Rip the trash. True, the trash cleaner. Okay. Oh right. Jamie decided to put down a couple of different ideas for the raid stuff. Since a lot of people really didn't like the anti-healing thing. And yeah, so what he wants to try and do now is music's a little too loud. Dang, kept it like almost. All right, I got you. There you go. So he decided to listen to, or at least try, listen to some of my suggestions from before, where instead of restricting the player's strategies, the boss will just respond to them. So you know how he wanted to add like an anti-heal thing? Now you can't hear the music? Okay. Hang on. How about now? How are we doing here? I'll get to this raid thing. That is rage baiting? Oh, goodness gracious. Goldilocks as the viewers. True. It's too loud. It's too loud. It's too quiet. Where's our just right? Can't you be gleam? Anyway, so Jamie wanted to, see some, or try some, new idea, or he wanted to try out some ideas, see what people thought. So y'all remember when he said that the 4 and 5 star expeditions, also hi Dominic, would apply an anti-heal effect after you break enough bars, Right? Y'all remember that? You know, the thing that would put Wobblisk out of a job? So now, instead of that, he wants to do what I suggested, where after those bar breaks, it will now start to respond. It will now start to respond to you healing by attacking you again. So, like, yeah, if you use Luster, like, let's say Wobblisk isn't as fast as the Raid, like, the Raid hits him, and then he Luster Loop. The Raid will attack him again. So, it still allows you to attempt the strategy of healing, but now you have to account for the fact that it will hit you twice. There were some other things he put down. Since now that there's this response type deal rather than immunity. There was one where you know how if it clears any stat drops it has, it will become immune to stat drops. Instead of that, he now wants to make it so when it clears the stat drops, it will now start reflecting future stat drops onto you. So, like, if you charade it to lower its range defense, it will mirror that drop onto you. If you drop its attack, it will drop your attack. It sounds so fun. It's definitely more interactive than before. Yeah. It won't bounce it. It won't bounce it. It will share it. Like yeah. You both will have it. Hey, why won't you be Gleam? Oh my god, you're so right. Holobunch Nova Blast is gonna drop their range attack and then it'll reflect back and drop yours. Okay, so yeah, that's a good question, Noob, because that was also addressed. What if you steal it with Cramboss? So this will now allow Ravenous to exist, by the way. So you could use Ravenous Cramboss to clear stat boosts. However, should you do that, all of the boosts it had, it will now drop your stats like that much. So if you clear it, well, it has +6 attack, +6 defense, and all that. Your Cramboss will now have -6 attack, -6 defense. So, does Fog Summon get rid of Overcharge for the raid? It should. Against Spirit types, it should. Sob Gravestone meta. Square one is functionally the same. Yes, square one should be the same. Yeah. Is it to both or just who dropped it? Just he wanted it to be both, but I said that sounds incredibly tedious. So it's just gonna be the one who dropped it. So like, yeah, it's still very manageable that way. So I guess Soul Burst Cramboss, right, would then it would steal the boosts, right? It would actually get all of the boosts, and then the raid would drop it by the same amount. So Soul Burst Cramboss's soul move would now like lead Cramboss to be. Are they gonna nerf Ignorant? No. Wobblisk the goat lives to see another day. Well, now whenever he Luster Loops, the raid will just attack you again. So, like, there will be... I assume that because there's going to be various raids, right? That Wobblisk will still be able to be consistent at some. But then others he just won't be able to do because he's getting attacked twice and he just can't handle that much. But yeah, ignorant itself isn't getting nerfed. But what there was another example where, you know, the status, like whenever it gets statused, it'll clear it and become immune to it. Well, now instead, he wants to do it so after it clears it, if you inflict it again, Frostbite will raise its range attack. Burn will raise its attack, and then poison will damage you instead of it. Might be going a bit too far with this one. Well, no, again, it's if you decide to try and keep statusing it, right? Like if you want the chip damage, you're gonna have to put up with its response to it instead of completely disabling the chip damage. Although with poison, poison is stupid. Oh no! Paralysis would raise its speed. Paralysis just raises its speed. It's an eye take chip. Oh boy. I don't remember what he wanted to do with Steel Trap. Does that have Will-O-Wisp? Yes. Raging Flame. So yeah, that's just a couple examples of some of the stuff he wants to do. Now there's other stuff that would then have to be addressed for like for an unaware player, this would be kind of confusing. Well, yes, it would be. But then they're going to experience it and, you know, realize that maybe they can't use that strategy. Give Ventacean Raging Flame. They really shouldn't. I don't think they should do that. As a physical wall, Ventation's been doing fine. But yeah, he's obviously going to have to go through and think of like the other strategies like Provoke and all that stuff. Going to have to think of like responses to those. But like, yeah, now he's gonna go through and like try to make the boss more interactive. Too much faith in the Roblox player base? True. How to counter Broncata? Hope it's not Power Legs. They aren't finished with expeditions yet? I mean, they already said that they were still balancing them. Like in that announcement. They said they were still balancing them. What's up, Yannick? Oh, no, sorry. You are Corey. Right. Were you the Corey? Or were you, Oh, goodness. You lost all interest in PvP when they added 2.0? What about 2.0 made you lose all your interest? Whoa, what happened? What happened? No, it ends this month. Because without rank, PvP is dead. Okay. Was more simple. I think what needs to happen is there should be a Dream Team queue. Yeah, I will. John. Yeah, I think a Dream Team queue would fix a lot. But what was I talking about? Anyway, Gronkata will be getting nerfed. Mochibi, by the way, just letting you know. It's not happening until Route 9. Until after Route 9. But it will be getting nerfed. But yeah, hopefully Green Team gets a queue at some point. But yeah, Broncata, what? Jamie wants to change Power Legs into something else where it makes kicking moves hit twice. You know, sort of similar to Parental Bond, but yeah. Should have come with one? Oh, I agree. But it's definitely what it needs. I think why they didn't do a queue, right, is because there's so many modes you can do with Dream Team that they felt like if they would have to add all of them, and having that many queues would lead to, you know, nobody getting games because the people are doing for different things. But I think if you just do like competitive queue for Dream Teams, it's all good. You nerf Broncata, it takes away some of its magic. Well, so the thing about that, Dominic, is tournaments and leagues that run now just have Power Legs banned on Broncata, and it's still a menace to society with Rush Hour. It's still really good with Rush Hour without Power Legs. But yeah, I believe Jamie wanted to make what the ability make you your kicking moves hit twice, but at like either 50 or 60% power, and then nerf Capriel just a little bit. You don't see them nerfing Gargolem attack? So here's my take on that. If it's a roamer, why not leave it broken and just ban it? Now, as for the other Gargolems, to give Gargolem defense a real ability. Outside, like, Bitter Touch is not a real ability. Nerf Yeti's Wrath. People, or at least from what I've seen, like the general consensus want gone. What does Bitter Touch do? It's just Cursed Body. Except it doesn't require contact. Or no, it does require contact. Yeah, it's just Cursed Body. Or is it not contact? It might be Cursed Body without contact. Auto Bane of Haste just isn't a healthy thing. Regardless, Bitter Touch sucks for Gargolem defense. I very much liked the suggestion that somebody had before the Gargolems got their abilities of giving Gargolem defense Sly instead of Gargolem base. Because, like, before specialty items, Gargolem defense was very good. You know, staving some stuff off. But ever since specialty items, he's kind of broken like a twig in a good amount of scenarios. So now, if you give it access to Sly, then you can have your Gargolem choose between status immunity and ignoring items. And I think what's actually cool about this is like there's different defensive applications to each ability, right? So if you have something that can already deal with the specialty items that you're worried about, you could keep immunized on Gargolem defense, which I believe would be helpful in a stall team sense where they're generally going to carry more things for specialty stuff, right? But on more balanced structures, you're going to have fewer defensive pieces, which, you know, makes you want to run the Sly so that you can better deal with specialty. So I think that way it actually gives you some different use cases for each ability. As for Gargolem Speed's issue is what item does it run? Like, you run Clutch, yes, but like what item do you even run on a Gargolem anyway? Like, I guess you just run Clutch Plushie with freaking Immunize so that you can't get like frostbitten, so that you don't die to a status proc. Yeah, Burrow! Woo! Anyway, die. So yeah, that's my take. Oh yeah, you're right. Peter's Gargolem Speed Showcase. That literally happened. He had Clutch Gargolem Speed and got frostbitten by a Frostbeam and died. Should have foreseen the Gamma went to the trench. I completely forgot about the trench again because that was pity. That makes Dusket look better? What? What about... What Dusket? Anyway, as for base, if defense were to get Sly, I would give... I mean, a lot of people want re-give base. I mean, why not? Why not? Oh, the Burrow kill? Ah. But, yeah, that's my take on the Gargolems. Berserk Gargolem attack is kind of silly. I think that's okay. Just ban Gargolem attack from ranked. Problem solved. Like, if you think about it, does Gargolem attack do anything, like, super healthy to the meta that where you want to fight for it to be allowed? Or is it just unga bunga big damage? I want break stuff. Golem is basically Deoxys? Functionally, yes. You liked clicking RTS on Tsukame leads. Ah. But, what else? What were we talking about before the Gargolems? I think we were just talking. Oh, we're just talking about nerfs in general, like what Broncata with the whole power legs thing, where it hits twice with weakened power, and then Capriole gets hit. I know people want Venusaur nerfed to like lose poison barbs, and I think that's completely fine. It does a lot of damage. This is a bunch of utility on top of it. Ember nerf. Do you know how OP it is? Again, if some people said get rid of deep freeze. Like, okay, cool. And no, I don't know how OP it is. I haven't been involved with PvP in forever. I'm trying to. I joined a server earlier today that's apparently really active. What's been happening? I know Phage Knot is like Hitler or something. Venusaur should lose Outburst. It wouldn't. It doesn't even use Outburst. What do you want about? Apparently, Himber has a lot of different sets it can run, like genuinely a good chunk of sets. But no, Venusaur just uses Power Claw with Primal Slash, and that's 120 power for deeper energy, and it doesn't get weak. Fought a guy with Outburst Venusaur, cool. They were holding back against you. They could have been using Primal Slash Power Claw. What else? Broncata is universally hated even with Power Legs being banned, but they don't ban it like, oh. I don't know, maybe it does something that they accept as healthy, but also just don't like it. Sure. Have any advice for people who have gambling addiction for Loomian Legacy? I mean, it's hard to really say anything of value to people who are truly addicted because, like, especially over the internet, it's really hard to make someone realize they're wrong, that like something's wrong with the way they're thinking. Especially when you can interpret that as like just opinions in general. So I can't. There's nothing really of value I could say. People actually like unironically addicted. gambling. Like me, I am not addicted to this. Do not worry. This is... I don't even enjoy doing this. Like, yeah, I want the rare stuff. Cool. Am I going to break my back and bank for it? No. But yeah, like, it's just a thing of recognizing what you personally value. Don't think anyone actually enjoys hunting. That's very true. Very true. It's just a thing where people feel the overwhelming need to have something specific, so they keep going. Like me, I do 2-3 hours on stream, and then if I'm watching something later, I pull it up then. But like, I'm not gonna sit there for like 12 hours a day. I'm not gonna do all that for stuff. Also, I don't plan on buying the boost tokens. If I run out, I run out. Like, my ult is almost out of tokens. He's at like 26 right now. He only has a few more hours left he can do. He's tapped out. Yeah, they were from like events and stuff that he was just piling up. Jolly Village 2025, 500 tokens, and your best friend was Alpha Reindeer. Oh boy. But yeah, don't stress it. Don't stress too much about this stuff. You just have to recognize that the game is very unfair. These rates are not okay. They're not normal. I don't like the raids. I mean, aren't Pokemon's worse? No. No. The Pokemon's odds are much more generous than this. Anyway, about the raids, I mean, my problem with the raids is that they're too slow. I would love if they were to like either like speed up like whenever they boost their stats, like instead of saying it's melee attack rows, it's range attack rows. Why not? It's melee and range attack rows. I mean, modern Pokemon odds are like 1 in 4,096, and there are ways to boost it. Like Scarlet Violet has all the sandwich stuff. But you know, also the Masuda method when it comes to breeding. So like your odds in Pokemon aren't even like all that bad comparatively, especially when you're not actively spending money to do it. Obviously, you have to spend the 60, 70 bucks to get the game, but you're not actively spending money to partake in that kind of hunt. Meanwhile, Loomian Legacy odds are the same as Pokemon, right? 1 in 4,096, except there's another variant of Shiny that's 5 times as rare, so 1 in 20,000. There are no ways to boost Shiny odds except for boost tokens and Gleam Charm. All of the ways to boost Shiny odds are pay to win. Now, inherently, I have to say, they are just cosmetic, so this would be where you want to monetize it. However, I think they leaned too heavy in. Now it's at a point where doing it for like free to play is complete, like it's just a throw. You can't raise your odds as a free to play. It's all in the pay to win. It's all in the payment. But like, yeah, on one hand, I understand that monetizing the cosmetics is what you should do, and but on the other hand, it's a little much. Like, what do you mean that? What do you mean that you're going to have something like, especially these gem guys, right? What do you mean you're going to have something with a base odds of 1 in 5,000, right? That's already rarer than a full odds shiny in Pokemon. That's just the chance to find the thing. Nevertheless, be it shiny. Now, take that and compound the fact that all of like the boosted odds it has are from Gleam Charm and boost tokens. So the raw odds are still 1 in 4,096. So if you're a free to play, you're trying to get a 1 in 5,000 encounter at a 1 in 4,096 shiny rate. Compared to where if you're paying to win, you know, you have the Gleam Charm and you have the boost token active, it goes from 1 in 4,096 to 1 in 16. Hello? Like, what are we doing? So yeah, that's my issue with how it's set up. I also realize that there's realistically nothing they can do about it being set up this way, because this is their primary way of making money. Okay, well, the whole events are the only things releasing. That's whatever. That's not really part of the problem at all. Like, even let's say you full stop, just no more events until Route 9. Or let's say at the end of PvP 2.0, they never ran a single event until Route 9 dropped. Route 9 still wouldn't be out. Route 9 still wouldn't be out. It's not like removing all these events suddenly makes Route 9 release faster. Like, they're not lying when they say that making these events doesn't really take much away from the development of Route 9. Mainly because they've been reusing all of the events. Why not just hire more coders? That is a fantastic question that I don't have an answer to. However, they do have one new coder. They got it sometime, like, surely, in the first half of the year. What do they do? We don't know. Who are they? We don't know. We'll find out maybe after Route 9. Okay, so here's the reality of it, Dominic. No matter what, right? No matter what. Route 9, when Route 9 comes out, no matter what it has, no matter how much stuff there is, it's not going to be worth the wait for the 2 years from when PvP 2.0 dropped to Route 9. Although even then, the vast majority of people just pretend 2.0 wasn't a thing and just say that they haven't worked on the game for over 1,000 days, which is a little disingenuous, but that's the narrative. It's too popular to really contest. Whatever. So, no matter what, it's not going to be worth the wait. It does not matter what Route 9 has. People will not be satisfied with it. It could be the best update this game's ever had. People are still not going to like it. It doesn't matter. The problem is that the original loyal fan base is outgrowing the game. I think the problem is that they take too long. I think that's the problem. Like, yeah, the original group of fans definitely outgrown most of them have outgrown their interest in the game, sure. But I think the biggest problem is that it's taken too long to actually do something. Well, that's the thing, Gary. There are some people that are actually looking forward to it, but they also know that it ain't gonna be worth the wait. Still think Sephiroth was the best update. I mean, you're only looking at it in terms of player count. In terms of player count, yeah, sure, it was their best update. I think Atlantean Part 2 was, their best update, though. It was their best update, and it wasn't worth the wait. Route 9 could probably be the best update. Still won't be worth the wait. Alright, we got expired boost. What if they add chaining? It would have to be very different from Doodle World because the problem with hunting is the fact that it's their primary source of income, and there's so much monetization deeply rooted in it. And so they would have to find they'd have to have something implemented into the game that is able to withstand that loss that loss in income if they were to improve hunting for free to play. What's up, gamer? Oh, pity's in 3. I will remember to go to the trench. I will remember. Caught a Gamma Royal Proto. Oh, nice. All right, here we go to the trench. All right, go. Well, frick. That wasn't worth it. They should add chaining to fishing only. They should improve fishing. They did improve fishing in the sense that you know, with mastery you take less minigame things to get the encounter, but like you can definitely improve the actual fishing odds. There is definitely room to improve there. Because fishing encounters take longer. Yeah, fishing takes longer than these encounters. There's no pity on these or on fishing. So there's definitely room they can improve on fishing. So I guess the minigame giving a gleam boost is how they circumvent the lack of pity. Yes, but like, eh. Why can't you catch this horrible Protowho? I don't know. Best find for the event, it's an Alpha Sapphire Geklo. I want the Ventacean, but yeah, I did get the Geklo. But yeah, I would honestly, I very much want the Alpha Radiant Galaxy Goppy, but Bob's fishing just sucks, dude. It's what, 1 in 159,000 to get an Alpha Radiant Goppy, but there's 3 of them, so that's another 1 in 3 to get the one I'm looking for. So it's like over 1 in 450,000. It's like 477,000. And there's no pity, by the way. And encounters are slower. Kinda crazy. Christmas is the worst main event. If it's with gift exchange, yeah, I agree. I couldn't tell you, Corey. Roughly 133 hours of doing the minigame, really? Honestly expect. Oh! We're done! We're done, ladies and gentlemen. I don't have a celebration disc for this one, so the wave will have to do. I got both of them! I got both of them! Okay, so what now? I have 55 minutes left of boost. Oh, do I go for the Goppy? Oh, shoot. Okay. Ugh. This is the last live for a while. Mayhaps. Not on my alt. Yeah, I didn't find it on my alt, but hey, that means both of these event things were on my OT. I don't know what my alt's doing. Because he doesn't have the fishing bait, so he can't fish. I guess he's going for the Protagon. New best event? I mean, I hit both my targets. Hang on. Put him in the junkyard for Operaptor. He doesn't have mastery done. Dude, if I got the Galaxy Goppy during this stream, holy crap. Alright. There we go. Same days plus Sonics. True! Okay, listen, Joey. I am much luckier with hunting than I am with PvP. Let's be completely clear. As of right now, yeah, I got the Geklo while he got the Gum Pod, and then he found the Geklo, and then I got the Gum Pod. But we're done, baby! You right, Kenway. Update the list? Oh, you're so... A Gum Pod Sav. We got it. But no, it would be absolutely bonkers if we found this stinking fish. But no, I'll tell Plastonics later after the stream that, hey, Plastonics, guess what I got? Just in case it's secret ability, I hope it isn't. I want this thing to be Inferno. Like, yeah, we just have to win the 50-50 when its ability changes. I mean, I might do streams of, like, fishing if people really... What do I mean? So... Protective Shell is the only ability, like, only normal ability of Ventacean, but it will eventually get Inferno as another ability, which means half of the people who have a Protective Shell Ventacean will then have that turn into Inferno. How rare is a regular Galaxy Goppy? 1 in 1560. 1 in 1,561 is the odds of a 5-star. Then you have to like multiply that by 3 because there's 3 of them. So what? 45. 4683. Yeah, 1 in 4,683. For the Galaxy one specifically, and then it's a 1 in the... It's like 1 in 51 chance with the boost and the fishing boost for it to be an alpha, and then it's a 1 in 2 chance for it to be radiant. Does anything boost it? Oh, the chance of finding the Goppy itself? No. But like alpha, yes. If you get that green circle, if you remain in the green with the minigame, you get a 25% boost on the alpha odds. If I get bluefish, then what, fossils? Okay, I'm gonna let you guys know right now, I do not ever want to do fossil hunts again after Jolteons. I did 2,600 Joltooths and got 0 Gammas. 2,600. But yeah, I did in fact get the gum pod. Came home. I did not get either Emerald or Ruby, Geklo, or Gum Pod. I got Bronze, Silver, Gold, and then skipped right on up to Sapphire. This would be my best event by a long shot. I agree. I got both the rarest finds, and there's still over 2 weeks left in the event. Oh shoot, I just realized I need to move this over. Where are my Goppy boxes? There we go. You're not a fish, but whatever. I did get it, Armindo. How many tokens did I spend so far? You know what? Good question. Hey, I'm okay with... Look, I'm happy to finally get an event where it gives me where I want. It gives me what I want. Maybe I do just spend the rest of this event in here because the event just seems to want to give me what I want. So maybe I get the Goppy. I don't think Gumpod's the one actually getting it, Isaac. I don't think... Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. Oh, which account was it on? Both of them were on my account. Were on the main. The alt account did not get it. Did not get anything. I'm just rolling out the rest of the boost I had. In terms of normal hunting, I mean, I could go UMV diving because I still want Gamma U Typhoon. I think it just keeps Protective Shell until it evolves. But maybe it does get Inferno? I don't know. Basically, the ult is worthless. Yes. The ult was worthless this event. But hey, maybe he finds a Protogon. What if he pulls up with Protogon? Oh wait, do I even have the mastery done for Protogon? Oh no. Maybe he truly is worthless. Okay, no. He's got Protogon done. Okay. No, it doesn't... It's not... Okay. Gumpod and Ventacean are not losing Protective Shell. Ventacean only has one ability. In its normal ability list, it only has Protective Shell. So Inferno is just being added as a second one. In terms of like how the data is handled, both ability slots are Protective Shell. One of them's changing to Inferno. So 50% of all existing Protective Shells are going to change to Inferno. Back when Gargolem, like, everybody was worried. Oh, I did not get the boost there. Oh, no. But, back when everybody was worried about their Gargolems. My mouse got stuck. Alright, there we go. We're gonna get mints. I mean, yeah. Mints will definitely be helpful. Because... Gonna suck if I get a different Alpha Radiant. I mean, I catch it and I try and trade it for the one I want. Even though we looked at the values earlier, and yeah, the Galaxy one is far more valuable than the others. Because of course. Yeah, I did end up getting it. That's crazy. No, it will not make rallying useless because we still need secret abilities. Copy ends up being finesse. I would be very sad. Well, no, so Pokemon, here's the thing. Inferno's also getting changed. It's also getting buffed. So, the way Inferno works currently is every turn in Heat Wave, you lose, like, what, 10% of your HP? And you deal 50% more ranged damage. The way it's going to work is you will only lose 1/16 of your HP, and only when you attack. And now, keep in mind, Ventacean has a 90 range attack stat. So it's not completely useless. 50% on that is pretty darn good. On top of that, by the way, it's still not over. Geyser is getting buffed. It is going from 80 to 95 power, and it will be boosted in Heat Wave instead of weakened. Oh, I owe him 50 bucks. Oh, yeah. Tell him I'll slide him that later. You know, kind of, yeah. Just playing it off right now. You know, just keep that. I'll get that to him later. But yeah, now I'm spending the rest of my boost in Bob's Pond. And yeah, it is also getting Climate Cannon, so it can also fire off a fire attack in Heat Wave. So yeah, you don't even need to use Inferno in Heat Wave. You can still use it defensively. You can have a defensive water type. It will just also be buffed in Heat Wave because Geyser's not weakened anymore, but instead buff. Oh yeah, Trip Root. I forgot about that. Right, that thing is just getting buffed. He's going to the moon. You guys know why it's getting buffed now. So true. Ventacean will be meta. Well, it actually already is or was meta, like, recently. Like, it's a really good physical defensive water type. Like, what this buff does is it doesn't replace that, by the way. It doesn't replace that set. No, I wouldn't say ultra meta I wouldn't even say ultra meta. Because one, Heat Wave is like the hardest one to really use because the setters are either a Soul Burst or Billiforge. Billiforge can't pivot, and it doesn't have recovery. So it's hard to keep up the weather. And yeah, all these buffs would really only apply to an offensive set, which would only be enabled in Heat Wave. It does buff Heat Wave by giving you a defensive water type, or you could even use it offensively. So I wouldn't say these buffs really impact how Ventacean currently operates. It just allows it to also operate in Heatwave and gives it that option. It was, Darren, but like, yeah, it just wasn't secret ability. But yeah, I did get the gum pod, so that's why we're fishing, because I have like 40 minutes of boost still. I got the gum pod 5 minutes into this boost. What do you mean rip? To get Inferno, it will need to be Protective Shell, and I want Inferno because that's just infinitely cooler. Is it worse? Yes. Is it cooler? Absolutely. People said my reaction was weaker this time, but I did react. But no, it's crazy. I actually got all of my targets in an event. I did it. This will never happen again. This will never happen again. Yeah, you're right, Think. Oh my god, that was the strategy. I just had to go down into the trench to make Gumpod think that was his home, and so he showed up. The best reaction was the Elephage. The blue things are always the rarest, yeah. Seems actually terrible. No, Corey, you're gonna get it. You're gonna get it. You're gonna get the small. You just, whenever Heatwave happens, but you're gonna get it. Can you LARP as me and hunt for black and red stuff? Yes, you may LARP. You have to have my outfit on, but red. Heatwave's problem is you have to stack weaknesses to the best type in the game. I mean, you can now throw Ventacean on there, and it will help. Because, like, you're weak to Earth, and so, like, most Earths are physical, and Ventacean do be eating the physical hits. And being a water type, not weakened in the pit, is pretty cool. I do craft. I got both of them. I actually got both. I got all my targets for an event. It's crazy. People say it's because I killed all my gamma. It might be maybe it's because of all the gammas I killed along the way. Maybe it is. You got the Gleam Ruby? You got it? Nice. Now it's your turn. Where's Gleam Sapphire at? So true. But no, I'm happy. I got what I was looking for. I got everything I was looking for in an event. That's crazy. Oh, wait. There we go. How many boosts did I use? Oh yeah, good point. I guess, okay, so this is how many I have now. I guess I'd have to go back and look at the first live. All right, let's. Here we go. Keep in mind you donated 10 tokens. Good, good call. Good call. I will have to keep that in mind. All right. All right. Oh my god, it took 40 minutes from when I started streaming before the event even hit. And then I did the raid. Oh, and then I started running in a circle. All right. Once I'm just gonna have that play in the background until it gets to the point where I use freaking boost tokens. Got a corrupt Ninvolt right before pity. Ooh. Hey, don't give up. Remember, I got that Halloween Elephage right before pity, and then it popped up Gamma. There it is. Okay, wait. Am I gonna do raids? I might. Okay, I had 225, so I essentially had 235. I was brought down to 132. So I used 100 and... What? 35. 103 boost tokens. Oh, right, because I did some off-camera. That makes sense. So I used 103 plus... Hang on, my ult... I have to count my ult as well because he was still hunting even if he didn't find anything. My ult had 75 and is at 22, so he used 53. So 156 tokens. Dang. Dang. That's kind of crazy. You got a corrupted crown proto. Oof. But yeah, I might try and get the Gamma Jolt. Maybe. It's just been there for emotional support and for heating up my computer. How many non-gleam sapphires of each did I find? 1 non-gleam gumpot. 0 sapphire Geklos. Heating up the computer to manifest Inferno. You know what, SA? You're cooking. Much like my computer. You are cooking. Yeah, I did. Yes. Oh, you're right. I don't remember if I boosted for it though. I just remember I walked in the same server as Lando. No, I definitely popped a boost because I was there for like 10 to 15 minutes and I got the Sapphire one and that made him rage quit. So if we're counting the 2020, then I found 1 Sapphire Geklo, 1 Sapphire Gumpod before finding an Alpha Leech. Now hold on, Tristan. Now hold on. Maybe I want the Jolt because like, seeing it in the overworld versus seeing the summary screen, I kind of do really like the gamma. And maybe it would be cool to have it. Now, I don't know about grinding the raid. That's probably going to suck, but it is what it is. Well, I keep bumping my mouse into my my keyboard, so I need to like move my mouse away so that stops happening. Need to have my mouse over here. All right. I mean, yeah, I think the issue for me with the raid is because I haven't PvP'd in so long, that also means I haven't prepped anything. And so I have to like get land torches, get a hollow bunch. I have to get all that grinded up. And that's annoying. With the Goppy, I can just sit right here. Am I gonna evolve it on stream? Probably not, because I want to show that I got it to other people before I evolve it, but I don't have Discord open. You can solo with the Colossotrops. Well, I also, while you can solo with different things, I also don't want it to take 12 years. Will I evolve it eventually? Oh, absolutely. So I may like not evolve it immediately, just because I can use the mount without evolving it. Although I kind of want to see, I kind of want to just have it falling behind me without the mount. Get a better look at it. Did he already showcase? Did he already showcase a Sapphire Ventacean? Have I used them out yet? No, I haven't. I haven't put it in my party yet. Probably gonna read. He's not rich enough for that. Oh no, he did just use base Ventacean. You're right. He showcased the remodel. Or redesign, I mean. Oh, but he's also, isn't he also like house sitting right now? Pretty sure he has a pre-recorded video for that. Oh, when he's back. Oh, you're great. You're predicting Terraclaw? I did get the gum pod. I just got I got it 5 minutes into this boost, so I wasn't just gonna sit here and waste it because you can't pause boost. So I'm fishing. It's who knows? Maybe my luck is actually cracked beyond belief, and I get the gum pod in an hour. Use Joltooth vouchers though? I have done a singular nightmare raid. This entire event, I have done one nightmare raid. I've already used that voucher. You're right. You're right. Instead of $50, I'll give him 75 if he spawns in that Goppy. I mean, I might go for the Gamma, Corey. I've come to like it. Yeah, I've come to like it. It is also my favorite Loomian. I have not played FNAF, no. But yeah, will I play FNAF? I doubt it. Yeah, you'll play FNAF. But yeah, maybe I'll do future streams of like grinding the raid, trying to get the gamma. It just sucks that I have to get two land torches, two hollow bunches. Thoughts on VR games? I've played like one when like it was very early on into the VR thing, and it was just to like test it. So I don't really have any thoughts, any real thoughts. Is the Elder of Joel 2 Mastery done? Good question. That is something we can look at. Alright. Yes. I mean, there's nothing I'm particularly itching to play, Joey. But then again, I also just don't look into VR, like, at all. What's up, Sarah? Are turn-based games easier or harder than action games? I mean, I'd say most of them would be easier than the action ones, because there's just so many decisions you have to make at once when it comes to like action. My God, can I stop throwing? All you need are the normal sapphire skins and you'll be happy. Oh my God, I ran my mouse into my keyboard again. God. Oh, it better. Oh no, it's starting to rain. Starting to rain pretty with some ferocity. I hope I don't have to close my window because that's the only thing keeping me breathing. Next update predictions? About what? Kinda wish it was rain. It's been so humid here. Predictions for Loomian next update. Oh, I don't have this copy. To the wheel disc with ye. You're actually no, you're right, Kristen. My prediction is the next update is end of event. End of event being Route 9 is Cope. That's not. I am 99% on the side that the event is not ending with Route 9 coming out right after. I mean, think about it, right? Gimmie was posting his ideas for changing some of the logic when it comes to raids just earlier today. That would mean that they have to implement those changes and then test them and adjust them and test them again. But who knows? Maybe the raids would release with old logic and then update with better logic. I don't know. But like, I severely doubt we're getting Route 9 at the end of this event. I mean, the thing about that, Joey, is the next thing on the roadmap is updating old routes, right? But with that comes the fact they have to update the cutscenes to match the routes that they're on. And we all know how T-Brad M is about cutscenes. He's basically going to have to redo all of the old cutscenes. See you, Dominic. Shouldn't the balancing of raids been finished ages ago? I mean, that's not up to us to decide. He did, Corey, but we don't know how much that affects it, because he did say that, but then with that little update announcement, right? They said they're still working on cutscenes. Well, Pokemon, they say they have a second coder now, so maybe that second coder will be cutscene guy. Who knows? Cutscenes for side quests. Oh no. Oh no. What's up, Pinxels? How you doing? 2 coders doubles the speed of 1 theoretically. Maybe the next update will take 2 years instead of 4. Well, you also have to take into account that clearly T-Bradam has some sort of speed debuff. So maybe this second coder will be more, be faster. And so we're going to get less than 2. Maybe this coder doesn't have the speed debuff. Remake the old route cutscenes while Brad worked on the next part of the story. I mean, I could see that making sense. But no, actually, Joey, fun fact, there's not a single roadmap that they've actually finished. Yeah, there's not a single roadmap that they've actually fully completed. Okay, the rain is coming down harder, however, it's not going like towards me. So I'm not really worried about turning off the fan yet. Well, okay, so here's my take on the roadmap. I think it was more of like dating when they post the roadmap rather than a thing of they're gonna do it all in 2026. Like, the 2026 was just marking when the roadmap was posted. That is a lot of rain. Oh, no. Yeah, I'm probably gonna have to close this window because even the slightest shift means I'm gonna start getting smacked. If they said that, then we're cooked. Okay, well, this is just rain, SA. That's not Zeus. Pokemon nice. But yeah. They need to prioritize fixing the dig site. Yeah, they definitely need to do something with the dig site. I know a lot of people always then be like, where's the dig site? But, yeah, just do one of them classic simulator games where there's just an arrow pointing you in the direction. What happened to the dig site? No, it's just people, a bunch of new players always end up asking, where's the dig site? Like, they get lost trying to find the dig site and then just quit. Oh no, upcoming story progression you can look forward to this year? No! Why'd they say that? No! Why'd they say that? No! Guys, it might be cooked. We're supposed to get Route 9, Old Maps updated, Frostvale, and Trading 2.0 all this year. We're in August. And we ain't got none of that. Why don't they update the start of the game? So after Route 9, they're gonna update the old routes. They're going to update the beginning of the game. Why are we hunting at Bob's Pond? Because we got the gum pod. Because we got all of our targets for the event. And I have this boost I need to use, so. Oh no, I agree. I agree, Kenway. It should. But, that's their decision. Why no more face cam? Because I don't want it. I don't want it. Is that a problem? Ah, you're so right, Joey. We've been sitting here all this time, but they're gonna give us the entire roadmap all at once. Have some faith. They have a plan. I don't know. I feel like you gotta earn that faith, though. I feel like they gotta earn that faith. Well, no, that plan was Route 9 releasing in November. That was the old plan. What do I think of Justin Bieber? I don't think anything. That's not particularly an individual I put much thought into, like, at all, ever. Turn on face cam, please. No. I don't wanna. Yeah, when they said November of this year, they meant to post that with the roadmap, right? November of this year. Yo, imagine they dropped a reworked route every week. Like, after Route 9, it's just like a week later, boom, here's the beginning of the game. Boom, here's the next one. Boom, here's the next one. Shadow drop Frostvale a day after Route 9. I think you're cooking. Yeah, I would definitely try and see what, like, the gameplay feels like on a different account. Although, I forgot experience share. Hopefully experience share is addressed with this whole early game rework. Hopefully, please, for the love of God, that crap is so bad. Oh, I don't have this copy. I mean, Frostvale in Brick Bronze was a dark type gym. Yeah, Black Mage, I got the gum pods, so we're fishing. I mean, what? Yeah, item trading, possibly more slots for stuff, and then yeah, boost tokens. Look, I'm not saying that it will be dark type. I'm just saying that Frostvale in the other game was dark type. So just because it's Frostvale doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be ice. And they had their own value system. Oh boy. You know, there are plenty of games that add their own value system, and then the community completely ignores it. Because, like, the community values it how they want to. I have no idea, Sage. I think a lot of time the ones that don't have the event tag are they just kind of forget. Was Brick Bronze community better than the Loomian community? Well, I'll just say this. Lando dipped out of this community entirely. Didn't do that with Rick Ross. We might get completed dex entries in a round. Now hold your horses, Corey. Don't get ahead of yourself now. You need to take a chill pill. I was not looking at this at all. I was putting my water up. We got Gym 8 in 3 years. Closer to 2, but a little over. But yeah, obviously updating that game was easier, plus they were definitely more motivated to work on it. Alright. Be cool to see late game bug gym in a CCG. And better people? Whoa, whoa, whoa! Whoa! What do you mean, better people? What do you mean, the fans? Oh. I was like, what? Yeah, we're terrible people, SA. Oh wait, I was part of the Brick Bronze community. That means I'm part of better people. Never mind. You're a terrible person. Not me. Okay, look, Sage, there has to be a balance. Okay, a balance between communication and delivery. And while TOT did a ton of communication, they didn't really deliver a functioning game. Alright, this boost token's just about up. I only got like 1 or 2 more encounters with this. More boost? Nah. As much as I'd love to spend another hour fishing, I have to now decide if I really want to do the Joltooth raids. What do you mean TOT? Oh, wait. Come on. Yes, I got it before it said expired. We're good. Easy. What Loomians do I have for it? I don't. I don't have any of them. Alright, so I'm missing 3 4-stars and the other 2 5-stars. Oh, hey. Cool. I got 10 more boost tokens. You didn't know Ceratops was a fish? Yeah, don't worry about it. If you don't have the right stuff, don't bother. It takes ages. Wait, what? I could definitely get stuff prepped in like a night. Try the mount? I mean, yeah, there's the mount. And like, it'll be cool with the Goppy. Really been enjoying these streams. I mean, I'll probably still try to do like, I might, and you need a teammate. Oh, the Ventacean mount, right? Hey, let's freaking go. Let's go. All right, hang on. Just had to get a screenshot. All right. With all that being said, I'm gonna get out of here for the day. Y'all enjoy the rest of your day, morning, afternoon, evening, night, you know, whatever it is. Take it a good one. Bye-bye.